community group, WhatsApp group. I'll be the one who will be the lead for the project. My name is Tony, and I will be guiding through. We'll be tackling the credit fraud detection project. Let me share my screen. Okay. So our project will be about the credit fraud detection. As you all know that credit fraud is a major concern for the banks and financial institutions, in which fraudsters use various techniques to steal credit card information and make unauthorized product transactions. We will be using the data from Kaggle. I've already downloaded it, but I will also share it. In this project, we will be required to start with the exploratory data analysis, which is the EDA, to get a better understanding of the data. Then we will perform data processing and modeling, where we will build several classification models to predict fraudulent transactions. We'll also proceed to address the issue of imbalanced classes by using undersampling. Then finally, we'll evaluate the performance of the models and choose the best one based on the various evaluation metrics such as precision, recall, F1, and accuracy. Yeah, so you'll notice in your data that you have V1 through V28. That's just those column names for the series. The column name of the series. It's a variable for the transactions that will be taking place. So they are not defined in any type of way. It's just a V1 to up to V28. If you'd like, you can change it in your data set. Then in our data set, we have the class, which is the 1, which represents a fraudulent, and 0, which represents not fraudulent. So for example, if I open my data, let's wait for it to open. Yeah. So we have time as a column, then we have V1, then we have V2, V3 through to V28. Then we have the amount that was transacted, then you have the class. The class that is encoded as 0 or 1. 0 meaning not fraudulent and 1 meaning fraudulent. So in the course of this project, I would like to have volunteers so that we can share roles. The roles will be like the EDA part of it, the developing of the models, the different models. We'll develop like 3 models, then we'll have to compare, and the documentation part. So I'd need like as many as possible so that you can be in groups. Who's willing to volunteer? I already have one, which is Duncan Diego. So we are 2 of us. Anyone else who's willing to volunteer? Kwamboka.
Yes, Tony.
During the Python class, you were asking about the project. Now where it is. Are you willing to volunteer since I've taken you through the EDA part?
To volunteer to...
As a participant in the project.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else? So we are 3. Anyone? Anyone else willing to volunteer? Vanessa,
Yes.
are you willing to take up a role?
Let me pass for this one. I'll take from next once I know what happens. It's my first time joining up a project.
Okay. Okay then. So we are Duncan, Tony, which is I, and Kwamboka Brenda. Xavier, any add-ons? Yes, Beryl, your question? Yeah, when you volunteer, I will be the lead, so I will be guiding through. Yeah, I'll be guiding through. Yes, Veronica. Yes, Veronica.
I'd like to volunteer.
Okay. So noted. Let me note it down. Anyone else? Yes, Beryl.
I volunteer too.
You want to volunteer? Okay.
Yes.
So we are 5. Anyone else?
Hello, Tony.
Yes.
I can do the documentation.
The documentation.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Kayamba. Anyone else? Okay. Yes, Philip.
Yes, I also do volunteer.
Okay. So since we are 7 of us, we'll have to split into 2 groups. Then the first group will have to do with the data cleaning and the EDA part of it. Then the second group will have to come up with a model. Then both of us will have to do the deployment part of it. Then as Kayamba has volunteered, she will do for us the documentation part of it and present it to us. I think that's okay. If it's okay, then I would like to invite. Any other question before I invite Xavier? In case he has an add-on. Concern. I will share the documentation part of it. The instructions and all to the group, WhatsApp group. Okay, otherwise I'd like to invite Xavier. Xavier. Xavier.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much, Tony. I understand that we have new members in the community learning. Maybe just briefly, the main purpose of community learning is just to ensure that you build your portfolio of projects and you gain a lot of skills with regards to what you have been doing. I know others are students and others have already completed. And for those who have graduated with EABEC certification, this one adds to your continuous professional development skills or credits, what you call credits and so on. So I think in this project, as Tony has said, today was just an introductory part of it. It normally happens on Fridays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. East African time. And so in these projects, like the one that Tony has said, and I think in terms of volunteers, I don't know, Tony, how many models are we planning to build? Like, yes,
Three.
or
Three
three
models.
separate
Yeah.
models. Yeah, we are going to use three separate models to determine which one performs better. So as soon as I say that he will be guiding the volunteers, and during class, sorry, the actual session. So the volunteers will be interacting with Tony across the week, so that when we come on Fridays, everything is almost ready, just taking you through the steps and so on. And that's why it is very important if you are the volunteer, because you get that interaction. But I think for those, in case you are learning for the first time also, it is good, because the next time when we are done with this project, based on the voting that was done in the community learning, and I think the next project that came second was customer segmentation using machine learning. And then the last was digital taxi hailing company. So once you are done with the credit fraud detection, you go to customer segmentation, then digital taxi. After that, we will again come up with about 3 projects. You vote again. The one that wins, we start with that. So that's what I wanted to add. And I hope now, Tony, you are ready to start this project. What you can do now, you can come up with a document on how you organize your team on Friday when we come. Now we will be able to have like the team is organized, the team that has volunteered, each person is able to explain each and every part well. Yeah, that's what I wanted to add with regards to this specific project. Maybe you can as well share the data and any other information in the community learning group. Yes, I'm done, Tony. Do you have anything to add, given that it was an introductory? I don't know, in case we have those who have joined earlier, if you have a question, you can use this platform to ask. Those who have joined late, sorry.
Anyone? Anyone with a question? Yes,
Yes.
Bill.
Tony and Xavier, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How long will the project take?
Uh, the project the project will take as long as everyone is on the same page and is getting to understand what you are doing and every bit of the concept. We won't be in a hurry to complete it to go to the next project before mastering what we are doing currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So I think today was the introductory part of it. So 3 more sessions and we'll be done.
okay.
Yeah. 2 to 3 more
let
sessions.
us say approximately 1 month, because
Yeah,
it is on
1 month.
Fridays alone.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, Churchill.
Churchill.
Okay. I have two questions. The first is about the project. Will you be sharing the sessions that that you'll be going through? Because sometimes being a student, it's hard for me sometimes to attend all the meetings or maybe the sessions. So will you be sharing on the WhatsApp group what you've gone through? Then the other question is about the models throughout the project. Maybe I was having some questions on which kind of models to be used in certain scenarios or maybe a given data set, the composition. So maybe you'll be able to answer me in the process of the project.
Okay. About the sharing of information and updates in the WhatsApp group, we'll be doing that, and also we have our recorded sessions which will be posted in the YouTube. Then the link will be sent. For now, as the introductory part of it, okay. Okay, Churchill. So for now, it was just the introductory part of the project. We've not looked into the project. We've not performed any EDA about it. We've not we've not been able to drive insights, so we can't determine the type of model we are going to use. Up to until we drive the insights and all, is when we'll come down and narrow down to whatever type of model we're going to use. To avoid scenarios such as overfitting and yeah, and the accuracy, such as the F1 score and all. Have I answered your question, Churchill?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Xavier, any add-on the question?
No, I think that is fine. The recordings, even today's session is being recorded. It will be shared as soon as we are done. Yeah, maybe we can have as many questions as possible today before we kickstart our project next Friday. Any other question? Yes, Israel.
Hi Xavier, everyone. I joined a bit late, but I wanted to find out if I could be part of the team that's handling the project just for learning purposes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right. I'll also reach out personally.
Okay.
All right,
So
thanks.
you have to everyone who has been able to offer the volunteer, please reach out to my number, the one that I had texted in the group. Reach out, just DM me so that I can have like a personal reach out to you on the progress and
Okay,
how
all
we're
right,
going
thanks.
to move forward. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any other question maybe before we can close? Okay, thank you so much all for joining today's session. We will start it officially now. As Tony has said, Tony is going to organize the team, and when they come, yes, Churchill?
A
Excuse me.
concern, Xavier, a
Yes.
concern. I would like to have like
I'm,
a
I'm, so- I'm
one-on-one
sorry.
with group.
I'm
So
sorry
whenever,
to interrupt.
okay.
Sorry,
Okay,
sorry
Churchill.
for interruption. I was asking, when creating the models, which language will you be using?
Python.
The
We'll be
programming
using
language.
Python throughout. Even the exploratory part of it, we'll be using
Okay.
Python.
Oh, Okay,
Okay.
fine. Thank you.
Okay. So for the people who have volunteered, I will be having one-on-one sessions like on Google Meet with you. So whenever I call upon, please cooperate. Okay. So
Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think for today, that is it. I'm looking forward now. Maybe the rest, in case you are not actively involved in it, what you can also do, you can do your own research, because this is a learning session. When we come now during that session, you can have as many questions and as possible. We look at various scenarios so that we are able to gain a lot of knowledge with regards to the subject matter that we are discussing in this specific project. Yeah, thank you all, and have a nice weekend. See you next Friday. We will be using the same link because it is a repeating. It will be on 28th of July 2023, the next session of this community learning, whereby we will now be starting it officially. Yeah, thank you. You can now leave at your own pleasure.
All right, thank you and good night.
Thank you and good night.